Gutter Trash is a proud member of the Comics Podcast Network.
A cult whose members' lives have been ruined by false stories, unchecked facts, and errors in the media strike back with deadly force and begin to assassinate reporters and newscasters, sparking a revolution in Jonathan Hickman's satirical comic book, The Nightly News. Hello, welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 127, The Nightly News by Jonathan Hickman. My name is Eric.
My name is Jason.
How goes it?
Muy excelente. Gracias.
Indeed. Are you still
Really?
carrying over from last week's episode?
No. Was it Spanish? Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was. Oh, I was thinking I ate some Mexican food on Friday. I thought you were going to say that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then I ate some Mexican food again yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
Why did you do that?
I had leftovers.
Oh, okay.
I always have leftovers. That's one of my favorite things about that place. I always have leftovers.
So what happens, cause summer is just around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
You guys usually, like I've hung out with you on the occasion on a Friday.
Or our traditional...
Your traditional Mexican feast.
Oh, yes.
Every Friday night. Usually afterwards, you hit a bar. You do some more drinking. You do some karaoke.
Right. Well, I don't do karaoke.
You as the collective
Right.
couple.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen then? Because you usually spend like a couple hours doing all that other stuff. You're just going to leave the food rotting in the sweltering car?
I usually do. Yeah, because I think I used to do it back in the summer.
That's gross.
That's the best part about not eating meat. You can leave it sitting around all day, and it's still fine.
Well, I'm still pretty sure that vegetables rot.
Not if they're...
Especially cooked vegetables.
Nah, not in 5 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours, something like that.
90-degree weather?
It's just like putting it in the microwave. It's ready to eat when I get out of the bar.
And also, it's Mexican, so it's loaded with cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Which certainly does rot. 5 minutes outside.
Cheese never goes bad in the sun. This is the first I've heard. In fact, I usually just leave blocks of cheese in the sun. That's how they make cheese dip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, then, way to go, Mexicans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because their cheese dip is great.
It is. The white cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
What is that white cheese?
Heaven. It's a slice of heaven.
But specifically,
I don't know.
what type of
Is that white cheddar?
cheesy heaven is it?
I don't know.
Is it nacho cheese? I don't know.
It's got its own kind of...
It's got its own flavor, its
Oh.
own vibe, its own
yeah.
personality.
Yeah.
It is rockin'. And it's awesome, and I love it, and,
They need to make a bath soap out of it.
maybe not so much, but, at least a hand soap.
Ooh, a candle. White cheese candle.
There you go.
Because you know how Yankee Candle has, like, butter popcorn? It's
Right,
like the
right.
Jelly Bellies of candles. They could have a white Mexican cheese candle.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Actually, now I'm, stopping to think about it, I don't think I want to know what exactly that cheese is. Because
Oh,
I'm sure it's probably something horrifying.
It's like sheep cheese.
I'm guessing worse.
Oh, like yeah,
Yeah.
some sort of ferret cheese.
Maybe, yeah, yeah. Some sort of rodent that is native only to Mexico.
Aw. Well, it's darn good, whatever it is. Keep it coming, I say. I don't care where you have to extract it from. Whom you have to extract it from. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
I got nothing.
Nothing.
No.
You got a new summer look.
Yeah. I'm, wearing shorts again.
Oh, yeah.
Get some t-shirts, breaking them out, wearing the flip-flops.
Trimmed up the noggin a little.
Trimmed up the noggin a little,
Mhm.
right? Yeah. Shaved my beard off. Yeah. Raring to go. Yeah. Otherwise, nothing. I got nothing. I got my neighbors who I wish would spontaneously combust. But what else is new? Yeah. Am I right?
Yeah, they're nothing if not consistent.
Yeah. I don't know. Not much else is going on. Nothing big has happened recently. I spent $35 on gas today.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
And that was cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sucks.
It was $3.99.
That is a cheap gas right now.
And across the street it was $4.19. Nobody was over there.
At the $3.99?
At the
$4.19. Yeah, that makes sense.
Christ.
Yeah,
Gas keeps going up. I don't think I'm going to be able to do my job anymore.
really?
Yeah.
Have to get a different job?
I might.
Or request a pay raise?
Or at least request to work from home.
Yeah.
Because, man, it gets up to $5. I don't know that I can justify spending $50 every 2 days on gas.
That's a bit.
Yeah,
That is
it
a bit.
is. Yeah, it is.
Wow, yeah, because you drive, is it about 50 miles, pretty much?
Each way. Yeah. So 100 miles a day, roughly. Yeah.
That's a bit.
Yeah, it is. And my car can roughly go about 250 miles, on
A
a
tank.
full tank.
Yeah.
And 250 is pushing it more like 230.
Yeah. Wait, we should all get bikes and, Work.
I'm not biking to Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's true. We should all work.
Especially not with, carpooling.
Yeah, that would get annoying.
Yeah, it would.
I need to ride my bike to work this spring and summer, as long as I don't live in Xenia.
Right.
But if I do live in Xenia, maybe once a week. I could do it once a week.
You're gonna stink horribly.
Yeah, that's probably
So
true.
don't.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You bathe infrequently enough.
Yeah. Oh, I do at least.
And smell of hippie stuff as it is.
At least 3 times a week. I did go to Yellow Springs yesterday. I was actually looking for my brother's birthday is tomorrow, and
Happy birthday.
yeah, happy birthday, Joe. Which is probably already passed by the time this is up, but
Should be up tomorrow.
oh really? Oh then hey, happy birthday!
Yeah.
And he's a huge Harlan Ellison fan. And I was looking to see if they had any first editions at Dark Star, because the lady, I don't know if she still owns it, but the lady that used to own it, it was a huge Harlan Ellison fan, so she was always like buying his books and stocking her store with them.
Right.
And I couldn't find any. They had a bunch of his books, but my brother's been reading them for 20 years, so I think he has all of his books. He just doesn't probably have first editions.
Right.
They did have an autographed Kurt Vonnegut Jr. book.
Yeah.
And that's pretty awesome, but it was a paperback, and it was $150.
Right.
So I was like, no.
I went to Half Price Books the other day, and they had a first edition Twilight for $200.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it autographed?
May have been.
Yeah.
May have been. Don't hold me to that. Because I know that, you'll probably go to get it for yourself.
I'll run by it, yeah.
Right, yeah.
I'll run by it. I do have a gift certificate there, so
Yeah,
I need to go spend that. It's not for $200, though.
Yeah. Well, that could, you can pay the difference.
Well, yeah. Just the other 150. So yeah, so I still haven't bought my brother anything for his birthday.
Right.
It's about like crap.
You better do that tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yep.
I should.
Yeah. All right. let's get into this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The nightly news?
The nightly news. Let's do this.
Yeah?
Jonathan Hickman, Image Comics. I believe his debut comic.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
At least according to his Wikipedia page, that's the first thing he's done.
If you can't trust, the media, who can you trust?
Very true. Except we are the media when it comes to Wikipedia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We are, like everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, anybody can edit it. Anybody can have it say whatever they want to say.
That's awesome.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Tangent.
Yeah.
This may shock some people to learn, but I'm a bit of a nerd.
You yourself.
I'm a little bit of a geek.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I also, well, whatever. I was on the Wikipedias to look up the character of Speedy,
Mm-hmm.
the Green Arrow sidekick.
Oh, yeah.
Also known as Arsenal occasionally. Heroin addict. All around douchebag character. And mostly because Joe Grunewald and I will occasionally talk about him, and I think I mentioned to him once that there was like an Arsenal miniseries that came out, and it was shitty, and there was like a really retarded plot point that happened in it. And so
Right.
I went to Wikipedia to look it up to see if I wasn't just crazy, and that actually was something that
If you're
happened.
remembering it right, yeah.
And I was correct. But then, like, I started reading further because in recent DC Comics continuity, there's like stuff with his arm got torn off and like he was impotent and he used a dead cat to beat a bunch of thugs. And,
Man, Speedy go.
yeah, so I was reading this entire section about recent happenings to him, and it was if a retarded person whose first language was not English had written it.
On the Wikipedia page.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was amazing. I just wanted to copy and paste it and
Post it.
post it everywhere.
Do you think that was like someone trying to be, serious? Like they were just
Oh yeah.
trying to help out?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
at least they tried. That's all we can ask in this world.
They tried. They certainly did not help because, as ridiculous as it was, could not understand a thing that they wrote.
Right. Yeah, we should just, once a week, everyone.
Clean Wikipedia.
No, just go
Oh.
there and randomly add some infactual thing to, to somebody's page.
I think I once wrote on Mike Norton's Wikipedia page that he eats babies. It was a joke that was running in on the Crankcast at the time.
Oh, okay.
But I went to Wikipedia to look up Dr. Creep once, and the page was obviously written by our friend Matt Brassfield.
Okay.
And Matt Brassfield, hell of a guy, not so great with the grammar or the writing abilities.
Okay.
So I had to rewrite his entire Wikipedia page.
We've all got our chinks. Don't
Yeah.
worry, Matt.
Oh, it was all from the heart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I just wanted to make sure that it
Fluff it up a bit. Yeah.
fluff it up a bit and not read so clunky.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
That's a good thing.
Yeah, but now here I am speaking clunky.
That's what we do, though.
It is
Someone
what
should
we
come in here and edit this.
Someone should. It's not going to be me.
Yeah. It's definitely not going to be me.
Nope.
I wouldn't know how if I had the inclination.
I know how. I just don't want to do it. I got other stuff to do.
I can't believe we used to edit this show.
Yeah, that was
Or you used to.
awful.
Yeah.
That was awful. You have to listen to it. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
I know people will listen to this and say we ramble too much, and then maybe we need to focus more, and maybe we should, lean towards self-editing and not so self-indulgent.
No tangents.
No tangents, stick to what we're doing here. But, yeah, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And, I don't get paid.
Yeah.
And you don't get paid. And,
Wait a minute, you don't get paid for this?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been getting checks since the beginning.
Alright, well, whatever. And, I have another full-time job, and I've also got like 17 other hobbies. And, yeah, I'm not gonna edit shit.
Right.
You're stuck with what we give you.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
We apologize, but we realize your frustration.
Yeah. And hey, the people who like us, they like us.
Mm-hmm. Both of them.
Both.
Yeah.
Alright, so, back to the nightly news.
Back
with
to
Jonathan
it.
Ekman.
Was this always... Oh, I'm sorry. Was this originally, when it was single issues, was it Image, or did Image just publish the
I
trade?
believe it was always Image.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
I do. But, you don't pay attention to comics.
Oh, yeah. Who does?
Certainly not a guy who works at a comic shop.
Right. If it's not Marvel and DC, why bother? It's always been my motto.
I'm sure when it came out, you looked and saw that it was published by Image, and you just immediately thought it was like another Youngblood spinoff or something like that.
It wasn't that long ago, was it? Because I used to kind of like snub my nose at Image, like,
Yeah, it was not that long ago.
like as soon as I saw that they did Flight and a couple other things, I was like, huh, they're trying,
That's not true at all.
Yeah, it's
No, it totally isn't.
I was reading
We
Image
can
books.
go back to the first Image book that I picked for this show.
Oh, I was reading Image books before the show
No,
started.
you were not.
I was reading Walking Dead.
You are bullshitting me.
I was reading Walking Dead. And New York City Mech. I read that as it came out. That was years ago. That was like 7 years ago. But those were the only two for like 10 years.
Yeah, you're bullshitting me.
Oh.
You are full of shit.
Hey, you can go look in the issue of NYC Mech. I've got a letter in one of those.
That's nice. And you also have a letter and an issue of Bartman.
No, it's
Or Radioactive
Radioactive.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good
But
stuff.
no, we've had numerous conversations on this show about how much you just pretty much discredit Image
Oh, that's not
immediately
true.
just by label.
No.
Oh yeah,
Maybe I used to, like, years and years ago.
2 years ago
No.
when we started doing this show.
No, that's not true.
2.5, almost 3. We're
Yeah.
hitting up there.
Wow.
We're hitting up there.
We're in our terrible twos right now.
Yes, we are, and they are terrible.
Oh, yes. We're cranky. We don't play well with others yet.
No, not at all.
Everything is mine.
Yeah.
You know, my podcast. Yeah. My nightly news. My Jonathan Hickman.
Anyway. So, yeah, I think this came out in 2006 originally.
Okay.
And, as generally ignorant as you pretty much remain whenever you are around the comics that you sell,
Mm-hmm.
I am honestly really shocked that you don't remember it at all.
Oh, yeah.
Because pretty much the one thing this book has, right on the surface is how much it stands out from every other comic that has ever existed.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of pops, the covers and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
It reminds me a lot of Brian Wood's art, though, like his DMZ and that sort of thing.
Oh, he doesn't do DMZ, so, he writes DMZ.
Or what am I thinking of? Channel Zero? Didn't he do the art
He
for
did
that?
do the art in Channel Zero.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking of. Like, because it was like that same sort of, urban decay, like, graphic design kind of style.
I don't get that at all.
Really?
Yeah.
From Channel Zero?
Yeah,
Really?
I don't get that comparison at all. I mean, other than, the very base comparisons.
Yeah.
Angry young men writing about, the media.
Right.
But,
Like lots of, like, stark imagery and things like that.
it's been years since I've looked at a Channel Zero, but, I just remember black and white art, just sort of that thick brush strokey, not noodly, but, just broad sort of,
Yeah, it's
like, ink it with a hammer type of
really
style.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time since I've seen it too, but it reminds me of I was thinking of the same style, like very like I don't know, just designy or something. I don't know. But it's been a while since.
Like, I know Brian Wood is a designer, like, first and foremost, but I don't recall him ever utilizing that, at least not as much as Hickman does in this book.
Oh yeah, this is the most designy thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. And I think it's better than Brian Wood.
I've never read Channel Zero.
I never have either,
okay.
but, like, I know that I've had an issue at one point in time, and I've flipped through it, but I never read it. Just couldn't get into it. But, yeah, just, I don't know. I don't remember being super impressed by it.
Mm-hmm.
I am super impressed with this.
Really?
Yeah.
The story or the art?
Oh, the art.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not so impressed with the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much, I mean, the story's fine.
Right.
Just didn't, it's not amazing.
Yeah. This one was not for me.
Yeah.
I think 18-year-old me would have thought it was amazing because I really liked, really subversive, like, anything that was like unique and subversive. I thought was
Right.
amazing when I was 18. Yeah, I didn't like the story or the art. I mean, clearly he's an amazing designer, and like every page would have been a good cover to a comic.
Yeah.
But as far as like flowing as a narrative, I didn't like it as a comic book. I thought it looked awesome.
It's definitely more of a prose book, just with panels.
Right. Like, I was confused a lot, and I don't think it's because I'm stupid. I mean, that could factor in, but I think it was just, it's weird because something that's designed, like so focused on design,
Right.
it's actually not designed as well as like Garfield, as far as like reading the story.
Right.
And it got a little confusing for me.
Yeah, I got lost a couple times. Doesn't flow well. But, yeah.
Doesn't flow well. Yeah. I would agree with that completely.
Yeah.
There were so many, like, it almost seemed like every other word balloon or thought balloon or narration was a soundbite. And, like, I get that, the subject matter is all about sound bites and whatnot, but it was almost just tiring to read it.
Yeah, it was. Very forced. Very unnatural. Very much a first work, I think.
Yeah.
Or at least, that's definitely what it seems like. Like, I don't know how old Hickman is. I don't know, what his background is or anything like that. I don't know if he's ever attempted comics before this. But this reads like someone who desperately needs an editor.
Yeah. Yeah. I would agree.
Yeah.
And clearly he is an amazing, he knows how to make an image look striking.
Right.
I mean, more so than probably most artists, I'd say.
Yeah. He definitely has his talent lies completely in design, at least judging from this book.
Which is weird because now he's solely a writer, I believe.
I think so, pretty much. I know he did one other book for sure that he drew.
Okay.
For Image, Pax Armada.
I didn't read that because it was published by Image.
Right. And, I don't know, it's weird because this book gets a ton of praise.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow, really?
Ton of it. And maybe I was just overhyped on this thing when I picked it.
Right.
When I decided to pick it for the show here. But I wasn't terribly impressed.
See, it wasn't overhyped for me at all, and because I'd really never heard anything about it.
Right.
And this is one of those things. It seems surprising to me, especially like you're saying, if it's gotten good press. I don't think anyone's ever asked, like, hey, do you guys have, the Nightly News trade, or,
Right.
where would I find Nightly News back issues? Like, I can't remember anyone ever asking at Mavericks.
Well, I mean, I'm just going by, reviews I've read online.
Mhm.
There's blurbs on the back of this book by, 13 comic professionals and
Yeah, like,
all saying how revolutionary this is.
yeah.
Design-wise,
Mhm.
yeah.
Maybe people were just really excited when they saw it because it's so different, and they're like, "Wow, this could be something new that I don't quite
Right.
have my head wrapped around yet." And
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it could be. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen another comic that sticks out as much as this one does, and it, like, even when the first single issue came out, like, it caught my eye. I flipped through it at the store. I almost thought about buying it then, and I was just like, yeah, whatever, and put it back. And then, like, as the series continued, I just kept hearing more and more about how awesome this book was. And, like, I just kept thinking about, well, it looked awesome.
right,
Yeah.
yeah. I think maybe Joe may have bought it when it came out because somebody was buying it.
Right.
But yeah, I don't remember ever looking at it. I just remember, I recognize the name, but I don't think I've ever flipped through it before.
It reminds me a lot of Brian Bendis's early work a little bit.
Like his Goldfish and
Goldfish and Jinx and stuff like that. Just not in the design sense, because Bendis does straight up, panel to panel sequential comics. But the sort of stark black and white looks like he just took photos of people and then traced them.
That was one of the main things that I didn't like about the artwork. I mean, like,
Yeah.
the clunky storytelling was one, but I cannot stand that in comics. Like, that's why I even lost interest in Tony Harris, who I thought was an amazing artist until I started reading Ex Machina, and it was just so, like, static. Like, not as static as this, but
I still think Tony Harris has a lot of flair, even when he does do heavy photo referencing. And is able to, at least keep things within his style.
alright.
But yeah, this is definitely posed imagery.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I don't know where the screaming babies came from. This was not happening an hour ago.
Oh, yeah. Oh, upstairs. I thought you meant, like, in the book. I was like, I don't
No.
remember Screaming Baby.
I'm sure there was a screaming baby in the book. There had to be, right?
Probably. I mean, all those people getting their heads blown off.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, people exploding.
And what did you think about, like, I think this would have been something that would have been a lot better if it would have been, like, I've noticed myself saying this a lot, maybe I'm just a boob, but if it would have been more funny, like, because it's so like, okay, we hate the media, we're gonna, start, there's this cult that we're gonna shoot the media, and then there is some comedy in there. There's a couple, like especially with the, like not the voice narration, but like just the blurbs, like, hey, if you want to skip all this,
Yeah.
And like, if it would have been a little funnier, like, almost like in the vein of like Idiocracy, where it's
Right.
like, it's making these satirical, pokes at society, but, it could have been a lot more fun, I think.
Yeah, maybe. I don't.
But his art style wouldn't really lend itself to funny.
Wouldn't lend itself to that. But at the same time, I mean, there is such a thing as juxtaposition.
Right.
There's something to be said for that.
Yeah.
It's like, the funniest things are often when everything is played straight.
Right.
Everyone's taking the situation seriously, but it's so ridiculous that, it's hilarious.
Exactly.
I think maybe if he took that approach, maybe. But, I think, like, those little blurbs, like you said, are so rare. Like, I think there's maybe one per chapter.
Right.
Maybe
Two at
per
the most.
chapter,
Yeah.
And, I think it's, I think he takes himself too seriously to allow himself to maybe try to poke fun at it,
Right.
It just really seems like you said, like 18-year-old you would have loved this.
Yeah.
And it seems like Jonathan Hickman was tapping into his 18-year-old self to write it.
Who knows? Maybe it was, around 20 years old when he wrote it. Because like you said, this
It's
is...
only 5 years old, and I think he sold it.
Is he? Okay. Yeah.
If he's not, then there's just another reason to hate that guy and all his success.
And what was it? Oh yeah, I was gonna say too, like, I didn't like a single character in this book.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't like, oh, I suddenly don't like this guy anymore. I mean, I never liked a single character in the book.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's
Well, no
kind of
one's
hard.
sympathetic.
Yeah. And I didn't care about the cause because I was like, I just don't watch the news, like I don't like it either, but like I don't get that worked up about it. I just don't watch it. But yeah, so I couldn't get into the story of it at all either.
Right.
So yeah, it was a fail on my part.
Yeah.
I couldn't dig it.
I, for the most part, did not take it. I think the visuals kept me in check.
Yeah.
Kept me going through it. I like the concept.
Yeah.
I like the idea of it. I just don't like the execution.
Right.
I think it all just comes down to, we're old men now.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Priorities are different.
Yeah. And make it funny, less killing.
Yeah. Well, hey, killing can be funny too.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, it can.
Best movie I've seen in the past couple of months is Hobo with a Shotgun.
Mine was Police Academy 2.
Right.
There's always killing. Sweet Chuck went crazy, murdered those people and ate their corpses. It's dark. I was on the special edition, I don't know.
Right, yeah, deleted scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it just really comes down to, like, however old he is, I don't know, but he was definitely tapping into some sort of post-teen anger.
Well, the weird thing is too, like I started reading because there's this huge, as you told me, index in the end.
Yeah.
And I read like the first, I don't know, like 4 or 5 pages of that.
Yeah.
I think it was just up until the end of the second issue, and I was like, I'm not reading any more of this because I don't care anymore. But one of the things I did read was he's like, people have asked me a lot about this, and he's like, this isn't anything I really feel strongly about one way or the other. He's like, it's just a story I wanted to write.
Right.
And he's like, I just, like writing stories.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe that's one thing too, is if you're going to write a story that's this like serious about something political in our reality.
And that in depth with that much research.
Yeah. You should at least care on one side or the other.
Right.
Doesn't matter which one.
Yeah.
But he just didn't seem to really, he was like, and it wasn't, he didn't say like, when I wrote this, I was a different person. I mean, he just said like, I just didn't really care. I just wanted to write a story about it.
Right.
I was like, huh, that's weird.
Yeah. It really, cause like I said, like I've heard tons of good things about this book, and I've also heard tons of good things about his, Fantastic Four comics.
Yeah.
See, he's the current writer on those. Does not make me want to check those out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wrote before, Human Torch died, right?
Well, he wrote The Human Torch died, and
then
I think 10, 15 issues before that.
Everybody says those are great. Like when they were kind of like, it was kind of like Challengers of the Unknown or something. They're just outer space adventurers.
No, all I know is he took over after Mark Millar and Brian Hitch left. And then, he's been writing it ever since, and it's now the Future Foundation.
And he's doing Fear Itself as well.
No.
Isn't he?
No.
Oh, I thought that was him.
No, that's Bat Fraction.
Oh, okay, that's Fraction. Okay, that's right. Yeah. I'm not really probably gonna pick anything else up, unless you pick it.
If someone wants to get me a free Fantastic Four trade paperback, I'd be more than happy to read it.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna pay for it. Just very little interest in seeing what else he's done. I am super distracted right now, and I apologize.
It's alright. It's I don't know if it's picking up or not, but there's like it sounds like a nursery school going on upstairs.
Yeah.
You want to take a break?
Let's take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Hey, and welcome back to Gutter Trash. Bam. Bam. We murdered the children while we were on break.
No, we didn't.
They're still there.
Yep.
Well, I hope they are, docile by the time you go to bed.
I hope they're dead.
You can't wish kids dead.
Yeah, I can.
That's a karma killer right there.
Yeah, whatever. Everybody's dancing in the street because somebody died yesterday, so...
It's true.
Why can't I?
Yeah, they're probably about on the same level of bother.
Right? I gotta say,
One's affected your life more.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, we had people in Maverick say that were practically high-fiving themselves. Like,
yeah.
they're like, all right, they killed him. They killed Osama.
Did they say that? Or did they slip up and say Obama?
Obama. They killed Obama. I mean, whatever. Oh.
Because that happened at least 5 times in my office this morning.
Oh, wow, really?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear that one.
And this was, of course, over our celebratory donuts that we got in. I am not even kidding.
Really, it wasn't just like Monday donuts?
Nope.
It was...
Because Friday is donut day.
Yeah.
Yeah. These were assassination donuts.
These are freedom donuts.
Yeah.
These aren't filled with custard. They're filled with freedom.
Yep. That is what we had.
Oh.
Freedom donuts.
Hey. I guess one man dies, an office gets free donuts.
Yeah,
It's pretty much worth it.
it's, I've about a month ago or so, I tried to get myself off of sugar and donuts and stuff like that. And I failed. I totally failed. But even then, these were probably the most morally conflicted I've ever had about eating donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you only got them because of a man's death.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And not a good man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Certainly,
I'm not trying to defend him either.
no, yeah, certainly not saying that, I wish he was still alive.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's dead.
Yeah.
It's a thing that needed to be done.
Right.
And it got done.
10 years later.
10 years later, whatever, it still happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. And I can understand to a point that, as a nation, This is something that we can all rally around and maybe pull together a little bit.
By eating donuts.
Eating donuts. Yeah, it's the extreme jingoism and and celebration and people running to the streets.
Yeah.
All pretty much pretending that they did it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, like, flexing and high-fiving each other.
Yeah. It's a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have all got free donuts. Like, the government should have given every household a half a dozen of donuts.
Maybe they should have done a thing like how Dr. Pepper was giving away a free Dr. Pepper whenever Chinese Democracy was going to come out.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They should have had like some sort of like free Frosties from Wendy's whenever Osama got assassinated.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Oh, man. And like instead of like brown Frosties, they're like, there's like red dye in there, so it looks like it's like, eat the brains of the splattered remains. I don't know. Yeah, we're sick fuckers. We are sick fuckers.
Yeah, we are. But again, it's a thing that needed doing.
Mm-hmm.
It got done, so. Congratulations to the team of assassins who did it.
Right.
To the American intelligence who gathered all the information to make sure it got done. To Presidents Bush and Obama for spearheading this. And much respect to the families and the soldiers who have put their lives on the line and who have lost their lives. Thank you for your service to our country. But I'm a nerd, and I like nerd shit. And let's talk about the other big news.
Yeah.
Superman renouncing his citizenship.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't hear about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it was kind of overshadowed by two major events that happened in the real world.
Like all the tornadoes and...
Tornadoes or so 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that was like 2 weeks ago? Oh, man.
Yeah.
What was the other thing?
The royal wedding.
Oh, yeah.
For Christ's sakes.
I'd heard about that, but I couldn't even tell you who got married.
Somebody and somebody else.
A
one
prince?
Of them was a prince.
Was the other a princess?
No. She is now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, good for her.
Yeah. I said that Kurt Dins and I were kind of back and forth on Twitter, because I guess he made some mention of somebody apparently in the royal wedding who looked like Kronos from the band Venom, and I pointed out that I'm such a nerd that there are far too many Kronoses and Venoms in my life that I got generally confused about what he was talking about.
Yeah, like the DC Kronos and the Marvel Venom? Is there a DC Marvel crossover?
And then he mentioned something about how Marvel will probably do whatever they can to try to make money off of the royal wedding. And I came up with the idea that maybe what they should do is re-release those old issues of the Ecstatics, but put Princess Di back in them.
Yeah.
And, recolor her hair, turn her back into Princess Di.
Yeah, they could now.
They
Yeah.
could.
Yeah.
It's been long enough. Who gives a
Yeah.
shit?
Yeah.
Come on. Peter Milligan and Mike Allred deserve that.
And also, and Elton John should totally...
Sorry, Joe.
Elton John should totally rework Candle in the Wind for Osama bin Laden.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It only makes sense.
Yeah. He, apparently is already buried.
Really?
Yeah, buried at sea.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that his request?
No. Apparently, allegedly, they took his remains and they treated it with the customs of his religion. That they had to bury him within 24 hours, and they couldn't do anything to the body. Once they killed him.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that would be just
Yeah.
in bad taste.
Yeah. But apparently, since they had to have him, buried within 24 hours, they just buried him at sea.
So buried him. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
technically, it's buried, I guess. Right?
Buried at sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm surprised they even, adhered to, their burial rights.
Right. I think that it kind of it's a message of sorts. Saying that we could do what every gun-toting American wants us to do, and
Bury him in our own urine.
Right. Drag him around and
Right.
desecrate the body, and then bury him.
Throw his head off the tallest building in the
Right,
earth.
yeah. We could do that. Or we could, pretend that we're actually tolerant of
Other
other people
Yeah.
and religions and beliefs. And that even though you're our enemy, we still respect your general ideas.
Yeah. Huh.
At least the, non...
Fanatical ones.
Right,
Right.
yeah.
His personal beliefs.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, I guess.
Whatever. I don't know. I'm ready to continue to talk about bad comics.
Oh yeah, were we going to touch on anything else on that?
I don't think so. It was just disappointment all around.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to read a story about how the media is bad, that has real no soul to it,
Yeah,
it's probably the one for you.
yeah. It's a really good way to put that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good for him though. Glad he made some money on his comic.
No, yeah. He's found success.
Mhm.
I mean, certainly can't begrudge that, and somebody out there sure likes him.
Yeah,
Just not me.
yeah, that's how I'm looking at it too. I mean, especially as somebody who would love to work in comics and get a paycheck from that. I realize every single artist out there, artist or writer,
not for you.
Is not for everybody.
Right.
Yeah. And I know, I like what I do, and I would read, I try to make comics that I would read if it was by someone that I've never met. And, I realize that there's a shitload of people who would hate my comics if they ever read them.
Maybe Jonathan Hickman's one of them.
He probably would.
Yeah. I don't
Especially
know.
after he heard this.
Right. Yeah, nothing against the guy himself.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
more
just-
power to him.
Yeah, I'm sure he's a fine person, and again, can't begrudge him his success, and he's doing what he loves to do. I mean,
Yeah.
that's awesome, and then he's working on the Fantastic Four, which is also awesome,
Yeah.
and then also still has the ability to do his own books if he wants. I think he's got something else coming out. More power to him. But I just wasn't too impressed with this book, and it's really going to take me it's going to take quite a bit for me to want to check out anything else that he does.
Right. Yeah.
Same for pretty much. As much as I go off the rails sometimes about some of the books that we've done that I don't like, my attitude is pretty much that towards all of them.
Right. It's just not for you.
It's not
Right.
for me, and I wish everyone luck. Hope they continue doing it, except for David Heatley.
I was trying to ask that.
Except for David Heatley. Everyone else, though, keep on doing it.
Yeah.
I just may not take that journey with you.
Right.
But David Heatley should just stop.
Yeah. I think I actually have read a couple of David Heatley things since then, but it's just been if I buy an anthology that has him in it,
Right.
I'll read it. But Actually, I think he was in Strange Tales.
He was in Strange Tales, and that was a terrible, terrible story.
But yeah,
at least it wasn't as racist as his other books.
Marvel had him tone it down a little bit. But yeah. I probably won't read anything by Hickman or Heatley.
Yeah.
But yeah, go get it, guys. Go do your thing.
Go get it, Hickman.
Yeah.
Fart knuckle.
Oh. So, but yeah, man. So we're done talking about nightly news, I guess?
I guess we're done talking about nightly news.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were trying to think of something else to say.
No, not about that.
Yeah.
About, other things. We have a conversation occasionally.
Well, we do.
Yeah,
we're fellas. We're gentlemen.
We talked about the three major news stories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our ears are to the street.
Yeah. We got the Osama talk out of the way, which was a lot more serious than I had thought or hoped it would be.
Yeah.
We got the royal wedding conversation out of the way, which was just as short as I'd hoped it would be.
Yeah.
We didn't really touch on the Superman thing.
Oh yeah, what happened?
Issue number 900 of Action Comics came out last week.
We sold out of that.
Oh yeah. I didn't see it when I went in there. So yeah. Apparently there was a part of that story in which Superman decides that he's going to renounce his United States citizenship.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He's going back to being an alien?
I guess. Who gives a shit? Well, I can't say that, because apparently a lot of people give a shit. A lot of people give way more of a shit than they ever really should. Because guess what, folks? It's fucking Superman.
There he is right now.
There he is, looking awesome.
Yeah. We ordered, I don't know, maybe like almost a dozen more than we usually do of that comic. And the cover price was $5, I think. 5 or 6, maybe. I think it was 5, maybe 6. But, it sold out lickety-split. And we reordered them, and I already had like 2 or 3 people like request copies for my reorder, so it's kind of surprising.
It could be because of that.
Yeah.
The whole, that thing. And also, it's Action Comics number 900. I mean, that is the longest,
And it is actually number 900, as opposed to like
Wolverine
to
Marvel
number,
does. Yeah.
Nova number 9000.
Yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck, Marvel?
They're just randomly picking numbers.
Jesus Christ. Stop it. Fucking stop it. I don't get it. Like DC's not so great with that either, but they're not as ridiculous as Marvel.
Marvel is, it's almost like they're just trying to confuse their readers at this point. It's like some joke they're trying to play.
Fuck them. Fuck them both. Fuck Marvel, fuck DC.
You know, I think I looked at the list of books that come out tomorrow, or Wednesday, whatever. I think the only 2 I'm buying is one DC and one Marvel, which is really weird. But there's a collection of the Stan Lee, Marcos Martin Spider-Man strips coming out that they did I think it was in Comic Shop News or something.
I think those are published in newspapers everywhere.
Oh, maybe newspapers everywhere then. I've just been told people it's in newspapers everywhere.
And Comic Shop News.
In Comic Shop News.
I didn't know Marcus Martin drew some.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm buying that. It's only like $5, and I love Marcus Martin.
But they're awful.
I don't care. I'll read anything that Marcus Martin does.
But they're awful.
But Stan Lee wrote them. How can they be awful? Let's recap.
So does that mean you're going to be reading Daredevil?
Is Stan Lee going to write it? Or is Marcus Martin going to draw it?
Marcus Martin's going to be drawing it.
Really? Oh, like a series artist?
Yeah.
Or just like a special?
Allegedly, series artist.
I will be buying it. I'll at least be buying it and flipping through it.
Yeah.
Depends on, what the story seems like to me.
Yeah.
Do you know who's writing it?
Mark Waid.
I've heard of him. He's good.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah. Kingdom Come? Oh yeah, we've had this conversation.
Yeah,
you hate that.
It's not a good book.
I liked it.
Not a good book. I liked it too when I was 16 and read it for the first time.
I actually reread it. I mean, not like in the last couple of years, but, like 5-6 years after I read it originally, and I still liked it just as much.
I tried rereading it about, I'm going to guess 4 or 5 years ago. And it was not good.
Really?
Yeah.
So you'd veto if I picked it?
I don't know. I don't want to read it ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd wish to veto on it, though.
I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't pick something I've already read multiple times, but I'm just curious.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like Mark Waid, but I love Daredevil.
So you gonna buy it?
And I love Marcus Martin. But I really don't like Mark Waid. So I don't know.
You can look at mine.
I will, maybe. Yeah. Here's what I'll do. I'll put the first issue in my file. I'll read your copy.
Mm-hmm.
And if I decide that it's worth picking up again, then I'll go ahead and buy the copy of my file.
There you go.
There. And I'll keep doing that for as long as you keep buying it for Marcus Martin artwork.
Yeah, I'm on for the long haul with Marcus Martin.
He's good.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot deny that. So I really do enjoy him as well, but I can't buy any book just for the art anymore.
Yeah,
I just can't do it.
Yeah, what I usually do is I'll read it and look at the artwork as long as the story's decent, and if the story ends up sucking, I'll just if it's an artist I like, I'll just kind of buy them and flip through them and just admire, ooh, that looks awesome. But I won't read it.
I don't think I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's all of my favorite artists, can be working on one book, and if it's, Steve Niles writing it or whatever, then I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't do it.
Oh. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Free Comic Day is coming up.
Yes, it is.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Kids all over the world will get the comic book or the only stack of comics they're going to get all year.
Right.
They'll go home and play video games and forget that comics exist.
Finally, our long national nightmare of having to pay for comics will be over.
Yeah, it's true. Saturday, May 7th. Go to a comic shop.
May 7th. And hey, when you're done shopping at the comic shop, picking up your free comics,
Yeah.
thieving from the hard-working stores
Yeah.
that are there to provide the comics for you, thieving from their quarter box slough-offs that they're trying to get rid of,
Right.
because all the actual good free comic books are gone.
Right. That happens.
Yeah. Why don't you assholes, why don't you motherfuckers get on the fucking computer and go to mynameisjonah.com and download the free Comic Book Day PDF comic that will be available on Free Comic Book Day.
Oh, I didn't know that's where you're going with that. I thought you were going to say something really mean. Is it Jonah, Jonah?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's mynameisjonah.com. I don't know.
Way to promote your art.
Yeah. Okay. How about you just go to my fucking website
Yeah.
and find the My Name is Jonah link
To whatever that website is.
to whatever that website is and download the comic that's on there.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to have a 3-page story in it.
That's awesome.
It's alright. It's not good. I'm sure the other 27 pages are fine. Because they're by other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else that you know of?
No one else I know of. No.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's all, I don't know.
I thought maybe like Kurt Dens or somebody that...
No,
Oh.
because I offered, I extended out the invitation to two of my friends, Jason Young and Kurt Dins.
Yeah.
And nobody ever got back to me. So, whatever.
Those assholes.
Yeah. And then the one who did express some interest, forgot the name of, the movie that it's based on. Because I should mention that My Name is Jonah is a documentary that's coming out sometime, hopefully this year, about a guy named Jonah who,
He's kind of like the Punisher in real life, right?
eh,
Without the guns.
well, I mean, he uses guns, he uses swords.
Did he use his guns?
Oh, yeah. There's footage of him in the trailer, like firing guns.
Wow.
He's a musician. He's a warrior. He's a real life warrior.
He fights crime, right?
I don't know what he does.
Okay.
I know he plays the harmonica.
Well, that's crime fighting.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't. Just go watch the trailer.
Does he shoot people or targets, do you think?
He was shooting at targets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because, they probably wouldn't show that in the documentary.
probably not. Yeah, and I'm sure he'd probably be arrested.
Yeah, most likely.
But just whatever the name of that website is, something about My Name is Jonah. Here's what you do: you go to Google.
What's that web address? Do you know that one?
That is www.
If you can't find the Google, search it on Yahoo.
You took my joke.
Oh.
You impatient fuck.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, My Name is Jonah.
So you go to Google, which is at msn.com. And yeah, you type in My Name is Jonah. And that should take you pretty close up to the top there. Will take you to the website for the movie.
You'll probably get some Weezer hits and some DC Jonah Hex
Maybe.
movies, but
Watch the trailer. Download the comic on May 7th, free comic book day. Once you're done,
milking the system.
Milking the system. Leeching off of the local comic shops.
The struggling blue collar workers.
Yeah. Ass fucks. That's right, you. You're the ass fucks. For wanting free comics, you dirty fuck asses.
I heard someone talking in the store the other day. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just changing the subject. No, someone was in the store the other day and he was telling like his cousin or somebody about Free Comic Day.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, it's Free Comic Day. They do it every year. He's like, yeah, the publishers, give all these stores free comics to give to people. And I was like trading with a Magic guy, and I was like, I wanted to be like, actually, we pay for all of them. It's basically like forced advertising.
Yeah.
Which is I'm fine with.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea, and I hope it.
But it never pays off.
It never pays off for us. Yeah.
Because once everybody gets their free. Well, here's the deal. The comic fans who are already going to be paying for their comics week after week anyway, they're the ones who really want those free comics.
Yeah, they're like, even though I already own Blackest Night #1, I want this Free Comic Day version for my collection, so my collection's complete.
Well, usually, that's what DC does, is they'll have some sort of major event that's happening, and they'll put out a zero issue that leads into that event.
Right.
On Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah, I think they did a Blackest Night Zero. I think you're right.
Yeah. I think the year before that was War of the Supermen or something. I don't know. Who gives a shit?
Did you hear he's not a part of
I
think he got pissed when they killed Osama. I think that's what it was.
Probably. Or do you mean Obama?
Obama bin Laden? Obama bin lying. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I love that sticker.
Anyhow.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? What was I was on a rant.
You were ranting about the DC does the free zero.
Like Free Comic Book Day, all the comic book fanboys are going to lap up all the free comics anyway.
Right.
Because they're just greedy fucks. And, what would you say? 5% of people who have never been in a comic shop who come in to check this out, that they'll pick up their free comic and never come back.
Actually, I think there's a larger percent who've actually been in the comic shop, but they haven't been there for 365 days.
Right.
Because they come every Free Comic Day, and then we never see them again until the next Free Comic Day.
Yeah.
So
it's a failure.
I'm sure for some shops it works, and I'm sure part of it is our lack of advertising and whatnot, like to get those people back in.
It's not a great store.
It's not a great store. Unless you like Magic the Gathering, and who doesn't? ladies and gentlemen. Seriously. Tap your mana and come on in.
Well, you're not going to be here in town for Free Comic Book.
I'm leaving the
year.
country.
Yeah, you fucking turncoat.
I'm following Superman wherever he goes.
So I don't know if you even know. But you guys having any kind of special events going on for Free Comic Book?
Yeah, we are. We're having free comics.
Some free comics, some clutter.
We'll have the clutter.
Some clearing out of quarter bins.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, buddy. Yeah. Do you own a copy of X-Men #1 by Chris Claremont and Jim Lee? If not, come on down to Mavericks Cards and Comics. We'll have them all day long. We are actually doing some sales. We're going to have a bunch of statues between 25 and 50% off. We'll have back issues from 1977 to 2009 will be half price. And then a bunch of toys will be like 10 to 20% off.
No!
Yeah. Your toys.
All my toys.
Those greedy little Free Comic Day fuckers. They're gonna take home your Hellraiser toys and shove them up their ass while they play their video games. And we're having local comics artist Justin Watson do sketches and sign-ins from 10 to 2.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
What about graphic novels and trade paperbacks? Any kind of sale on those? Just the regular
25% off. Actually, I think we're gonna have some that are half price, but it's just the crap.
Just the books that are already half price.
Yeah.
In that half price box.
That fresh. No, we'll dig out some more. Like we
some that are in the weird shelves in the middle of the store.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The hidden treasure trove of comics in there.
Some of the ones that we buy really cheap from that other guy.
Yeah.
Some of those. Yeah.
You know, one of my favorite things to do at Mavericks is actually go through those drawers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful.
I know the one was broken.
The one, like, not only is it broken, but if you pull it out, the shelf above it with the DC back issues falls to the ground. Which is a special treat, because we hear that maybe once every few months, like every 3 months, we hear someone go, we see her crash, someone go, oh, I'm sorry. And we're like, you're not supposed to be in those drawers.
Right.
You know? I mean, you're fine.
I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
I used to work there.
Exactly. Yeah, you got a free pass, right? You got a hall pass for life. But yeah, those random dudes that go back there.
Right.
Yeah, they're not supposed to go through our drawers.
Dude, does anyone ever go back into the fire trap room?
Occasionally, if they really have to use the bathroom, and I've already been like, hey, it's really gross. You should go to the restaurant 2 doors down. Right. And they're like, I don't care. I just need to go. Like, then I let them back there.
Right. But like you don't see anybody actually going back in there to look through comics, do you?
No.
Okay. Right.
Well, luckily, our overhead light in the back room is out.
Right.
And it's a bad ballast because we've replaced it's like a fluorescent, like a really long fluorescent light, and Jack hasn't been able to spring to fix the ballast, so the only way to get light is to actually open the back door.
Right.
Like when we need to file comics in the back room, we have to open the back door, and like you can sort of see the whole back room, or at least half of it. So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I remember when I worked there, the fire department coming in and writing Jack up because what a clusterfuck that back room
Oh
was.
my gosh. And it's like that all the time. Like,
oh yeah.
I took the trash out today and emptied, so like it's actually, like if the fire inspector guy came in right now, it'd be fine. Or at least the back room would be fine.
Right. Until tomorrow when you
get our new shipment,
right,
yeah.
Right.
But then, actually, we'll take all those boxes tomorrow night. But through the week, when we get random sports shipments, they'll pile up.
Right.
Oh man, and our like the fire extinguisher by our front door, the like peg that it rests on is broken, so it's like sitting behind a stack of Magic the Gathering boxes on the floor. So like me and I think Jeremy both know where the fire extinguisher is, but I don't think the other people would.
Yeah. Oh, well, I know at least one person who wouldn't even know how to work it. So.
That's probably true.
Yeah. All right. Well, it seems to have quieted down upstairs.
That's awesome.
So I think we should wrap this up so that I can actually try to fall asleep before they start, fucking horses again or whatever they're doing up there. So I'm going to pick a movie.
All right.
Right. So, it occurred to me, because, again, our pal, Kurt Dins had made a comment to me about, your choices of movies that, you've made.
Oh, he really liked all those movies?
I think he did. I think he was a big fan.
Oh, sweet.
But, variety is the spice of life.
Yeah.
And, he suggested maybe I should, pick a different type of movie.
Ooh.
And it occurred to me earlier today that it would be really funny if I picked like the pussiest movie I could think of.
Right. Like the piano or something.
Right. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick with my original choice. I assured him that he would at least approve of my choice of movie. It's a movie that I've seen before because I fear change and I don't want to watch anything I've never seen. But it is called Slither.
Slither?
Yes.
That sounds familiar. It's a horror movie?
It is a horror movie.
Okay. Let's watch it.
All right.
I may have seen that too. That sounds familiar.
I don't know if you have or not.
We'll find out.
All right.
I can't remember.
Okay.
Honestly, can't remember.
It's got Nathan Fillion in it.
That's the Firefly guy, right?
Yeah.
Well, if I saw it, I didn't know who he was at the time.
All right. It's got Michael Rooker in it.
Who's that?
He's Henry, the Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Who was on the Doug Benson podcast last weekend.
Doug Loves Movies?
Doug Loves Movies. I don't know if he was drunk. I don't know if he's just crazy. But he was entertainingly incoherent.
Wow. That's awesome. Frank Miller style?
No. Have you ever seen the movie Full Tilt Boogie?
No.
It's a documentary about the making of From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, okay.
Because I guess like something happened with that movie that like there's something weird about the whole making of that movie that like they had a documentary crew following them around. But they interview Harvey Keitel once during that entire documentary. Apparently they only did that because he is batshit insane.
So
he is a little bit like Harvey Keitel in that respect. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So like the Bad Lieutenant was just like them following him around with the camera, basically.
Maybe. He seems more insane in the Zen kind of way.
Okay.
But he it was not making any sense when they talked to him the once in that documentary. It's a movie I recommend to everyone, actually.
Which one?
Full Tilt Boogie.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
So that's what we're watching next week? Full Tilt Boogie?
No, we are watching Slither.
Oh, yeah, Slither. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. Let's do it.
Let's do it indeed. Alright, I'm gonna try to sleep.
I'm gonna probably go home and draw.
Alright, I wish I was drawing. Because I don't have anything for tomorrow.
Uh-oh. Maybe you'll dream something really good and you'll draw it when you wake up.
Oh, or I'll probably just draw something on a Post-it while I'm at lunch tomorrow and scan it in.
Those are some of my favorites.
Yeah?
Those are really good.
Yeah, well, whatever. I don't agree, but thank you. Alright, good night.
Later on.
You can subscribe to Gutter Trash at iTunes or directly at guttertrash.net. If you go to iTunes, please leave us a review. You can email us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. For more info, you can find us on Facebook. Or you can go to seanborn.net or buyerbeware.guttertrash.net. Listen to our sister podcast, League Night, at league.guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening. Until next time.